Get ready for some massive news. The Philadelphia 76ers are facing a monumental offseason shakeup after being absolutely crushed by the New York Knicks. We dive deep into the situation surrounding the jobs of Morey and head coach Nick Nurse as ownership finally weighs in on the future of the franchise. This is huge for Philly fans, and we have the details you need to know right now.
Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to hold it with one hand? The PopSocket's Pop Grip gives you a secure grip, works as a phone stand, and even lets you swap the top for a fresh new look. Simple, useful, and perfect for everyday phone use. Click the link in the comments to grab yours on Amazon.
The sheer dominance of the New York Knicks against the Philadelphia 76ers is unbelievable. We break down the historic sweep, looking at the incredible scoring numbers, including Jalen Brunson's performance, and how the Knicks set a new standard for playoff intensity with a massive point differential. The Knicks didn't just win, they delivered a historic, emasculating performance. We explore the atmosphere in Xfinity Mobile Arena, Jalen Brunson's reaction, and the record-breaking statistics, including the massive point total and the unprecedented three-point shooting performance that defined this takeover. And finally, we look at the personal fallout. Philadelphia star Tyrese Maxey shared his frustration regarding the massive fan turnout for the home playoff games against the Knicks. What does this mean for the team's morale and the path forward? Don't miss the full breakdown. Subscribe now. The Philadelphia 76ers are facing significant upheaval following a brutal sweep by the New York Knicks, with reports indicating that leadership changes at the top of the organization are imminent. After being eliminated from the playoffs, the pressure on the team's management has reached a critical point. Multiple league sources have informed The Athletic that the positions of president of basketball operations, Morey, and head coach Nick Nurse are expected to be evaluated entering the offseason. Team sources confirmed that ownership has not yet made final decisions, but is expected to take several days to assess the situation before making major calls. This evaluation is viewed as long overdue, with observers suggesting that the Sixers have struggled for years due to injuries, perceived excuses, and a lack of clear direction. Accountability is reportedly starting at the highest level as ownership appears to be reaching a breaking point. The defeat to the Knicks was particularly humiliating. The New York team dominated the series, winning all 4 matchups with massive point differentials. In the final game, the Knicks defeated the 76ers with a score of 144-114. The Knicks established a historic dominance, winning by an astounding 194 points across the 10-game playoff series, the highest point differential in NBA postseason history. During the decisive game, the Knicks showcased overwhelming offensive firepower, including an NBA postseason record of 11 three-pointers in the first quarter alone. While Joel Embiid scored 24 points and Tyrese Maxey managed 17, the overall gap between the teams proved insurmountable. The outcome of the offseason decisions will signal a major shift for Philadelphia. Regardless of whether Morey and Nurse remain with the organization, the current structure is deemed failing. Analysts suggest that the team requires a total rebuild, full accountability, and a concrete plan to move forward. The Philadelphia 76ers recently suffered a significant defeat, being swept by the New York Knicks. This result has been the subject of discussion and analysis on the Philadelphia 76ers podcast, as reported by KeyEDV.com. The news highlights the team's recent struggles, pointing to a disappointing performance against a tough opponent. Further analysis and reactions to this loss are available through the podcast platform. The New York Knicks delivered a historic and dominant performance, dispatching the Philadelphia 76ers in a decisive victory that marked a significant takeover of a road arena. In a statement win, the Knicks overwhelmed the Sixers, achieving a 144-114 scoreline. Jalen Brunson highlighted the atmosphere, calling the feeling of having Knicks fans in opposing arenas one of the coolest experiences in the world. This victory propels the Knicks toward their first best-of-7 sweep since 1999 and places them third in franchise history for such an achievement. The performance was statistically remarkable. The team tied an NBA postseason record with 11 three-pointers in the opening frame, leading by 43-24 after just 12 minutes. The 144 points scored was the most in Knicks postseason history, while 25 three-pointers made set another NBA postseason record. The dominant run continues a 7-game winning streak, the longest playoff win streak in the Knicks' 80-year history. During this stretch, the team has maintained an impressive winning margin, outscoring opponents by an average of 26.4 points and accumulating the largest scoring differential across 7 consecutive playoff games in NBA history, reaching plus 185. Under coach Mike Brown, the team enters the stretch 8-2 in the playoffs. In these 10 games, the Knicks hold the largest point differential across the first 10 games of the postseason, surpassing the 2017 Warriors plus 170 margin. The team has also become the 4th NBA team in history to record multiple 30-point series clinching wins in a single postseason. Despite being without key player OG Anunoby, the Knicks secured an aggregate victory of 497-8 against Philadelphia, resulting in the second-largest playoff series point differential in team history. This dominant performance has shifted narratives, moving from speculation about the team's path to the Eastern Conference Finals to acknowledging a clear display of championship-caliber basketball. Analysts are now acknowledging the team's exceptional form, recognizing a historic 2-week run, while emphasizing that significant history remains to be made. Philadelphia 76ers star Tyrese Maxey expressed disappointment regarding the fan turnout for their home playoff games against the New York Knicks following their early second-round playoff exit. Maxey spoke candidly about the atmosphere, stating, "It absolutely sucks if I'm being honest. It just sucks." He noted that while the Knicks fans were highly engaged, particularly in Philadelphia, the team needed to focus on winning. Maxey further commented that the team's performance would ultimately be the key to overcoming the crowd dynamic, adding, "We got to put a stop to it as a team. Winning these games, that's gonna make our fans louder than theirs or whatever." Maxey acknowledged that the team had been better when playing in New York, citing that the atmosphere there felt louder for the Knicks fans than in Philadelphia. The Knicks secured a decisive victory in Game 4, defeating the 76ers 144-114. This marks the 8th time in the last 9 playoff appearances that the 76ers have not reached the Eastern Conference Finals since the 2001 NBA Finals.